There are still people living on this planet whose world is entirely different from ours. It is a place where mobile networks, cars, electricity, or modern technology are nothing but a dream. There, people live in perfect harmony with the rhythm of nature. The dense rainforests of New Guinea are exactly such a place. When a person steps into this forest for the first time, it feels as if nature is whispering in their ear. Everything here runs by my rules. Constant humidity in the air, astonishingly tall trees, countless mysterious sounds, and a surrounding darkness where even the sun's rays get exhausted trying to find a path. But right within the heartbeat of this forest lives a highly mysterious community, the Korowai Tribe. This tribe lives in a place where an ordinary human wouldn't even dream of surviving. Their houses are built high up in the trees, about 100 to 150 feet above the ground. These houses are not just shelters, they are the backbone of their society. Living here is no child's play. Yet these people live here fearlessly. The first contact, 1978. Until a few decades ago, the world knew almost nothing about this tribe. Reaching this forest is nothing short of a dangerous mission. While the rest of the world was preparing to reach the moon and Mars, there were people in this part of the earth for whom words like country, state, government, or world held absolutely no meaning. The world discovered the true identity of the Korowai tribe very late, and their story. The year was 1978. An anthropologist went into the jungles of New Guinea for research. Navigating through dense trees, muddy paths, and relentless rain, his eyes suddenly caught something bizarre. High up on the tall trees, there were strange structures. They looked like bird nests, but they were massive, big enough to accommodate an entire family. As he moved closer to get a better look at those nests, like structures, the Korowai people came face to face with an outsider for the very first time. Imagine a group of people standing in front of you who have never seen anyone from the outside world. They don't know about phones, money, police, or governments. Even the word country means nothing to them. There was both fear and curiosity in the eyes of the Korowai people, as they didn't know if the stranger was a friend or a foe. The researcher was equally stunned. He had never imagined human settlement could exist in such a dense jungle. Looking at their clothing and lifestyle, it seemed as if they were living hundreds of years backward in time. The Korowai people had no iron tools, no machines, and no modern clothes. They made weapons out of wood, bamboo, and stones, hunted for food, and lived completely isolated from the rest of the world. And that was the most dangerous part. This isolation meant that many of their beliefs and lifestyles were still governed solely by the challenges of the jungle. This discovery astonished scientists worldwide. Following this, many research teams attempted to reach the area. However, the journey was far from easy. The teams had to overcome massive obstacles, dense jungles, snake-infested swamps, and terrifying wild animals. Escaping alive was a matter of pure luck. It made researchers realize for the first time that parts of this planet still exist where humans live, just like the primitive era. But the question was, how did these people manage to stay hidden from the civilized world for so many years? The answer lies in the terrain. This region of New Guinea is one of the most hostile environments in the world. The rain never stops. Sunlight barely touches the ground, and the surrounding mountains are so massive they seem to pierce the clouds. This is why no one could reach this place for centuries. Even today, a large part of New Guinea's jungle remains unexplored, and this mystery keeps the Korowai civilization shrouded in intrigue. It is a civilization written not in history books, but on the treetops. Why do they live 150 feet in the air? Now, the biggest question is, Why do the Korowai people build their homes 30 to 35 meters, equivalent to a 10-story building high up in the trees? Is it just a tradition? No, it is not just a tradition. There is highly practical and survival-oriented reasoning behind it. First, safety. The jungle of New Guinea is beautiful, but it is equally deadly. Danger always lurks on the ground. There are giant snakes capable of swallowing a human alive, venomous insects, and predators roaming at night. Moreover, the weather is unpredictable. Rain is no joke here. Sudden floods can turn the entire ground into a massive mud swamp. In such an environment, building houses on trees is the safest option. Second, protection from enemies. In the past, tribal warfare and clashes were common. Ambushing someone on the ground was easy, but attacking a family living 35 meters high in a tree is nearly impossible. Third, power and prestige. In Korowai society, the higher your house is, the more powerful you are considered to be. It is a symbol of social status. Just as a big house reflects wealth and influence in our society, treehouse height reflects status and respect in theirs. Fourth, indigenous engineering. You might wonder how they build these houses without modern tools. First, they select a tall, sturdy tree to act as the central pillar. Then, they bind wooden logs around it to create the framework, eventually shaping it into a large nest. Like home, when strong winds blow, these houses sway gently. But the Korowai are used to it. The ladders they use to climb up are extremely narrow and difficult to navigate, barely fitting 1 foot at a time. A single slip could be fatal, yet the Korowai climb up and down with effortless ease. Daily life, food, and beliefs. For the Korowai, a day begins with the rustling of leaves and the chirping of birds, and ends with the sounds of nocturnal predators. They are far from the modern world but very close to nature. Diet. Their staple food is sago, extracted from the inner trunk of sago palm trees, which provides their main source of carbohydrates. But the most fascinating delicacy for them is sago grubs, large, fat beetle larvae. It might seem bizarre to us, but for the Korowai, it is the most valuable source of protein, enjoyed by everyone from children to the elderly. They also consume bananas, wild tubers, and small animals they hunt. Whatever nature provides becomes their food. Daily routine. Their life is simple yet physically demanding. Men go hunting with bows, arrows, and stone tools, while women manage the household, cook, and teach the children survival skills. From a young age, children are taught to read the weather, identify medicinal leaves, and choose the right trees for building houses. This knowledge is passed down from generation to generation. Spirituality, their belief system, is profound. The Korowai believe that every tree, river, and breeze possesses a soul. They even ask for permission before cutting down a large tree, because the forest isn't just a resource to them. It is a living entity. Nighttime survival. To fight the pitch, black darkness of the night, they use torches made of resin, which burn slowly and brightly. They light fires beneath their treehouses to keep mosquitoes and insects away. Rain, mud, and darkness are their daily companions. Daily routine. Their life is simple yet physically demanding. Men go hunting with bows, arrows, and stone tools, while women manage the household, cook, and teach the children survival skills. From a young age, children are taught to read the weather, identify medicinal leaves, and choose the right trees for building houses. This knowledge is passed down from generation to generation. Spirituality, their belief system, is profound. The Korowai believe that every tree, river, and breeze possesses a soul. They even ask for permission before cutting down a large tree, because the forest isn't just a resource to them, it is a living entity. Nighttime survival. To fight the pitch black darkness of the night, they use torches made of resin, which burns slowly and brightly. They light fires beneath their treehouses to keep mosquitoes and insects away. Rain, mud, and darkness are their daily companions. The changing world. Today, glimpses of the modern world are slowly reaching them. Some Korowai children are learning the Indonesian language, and some have started using modern clothing or metal tools. But the question remains, will this ancient culture survive in the coming days? If they leave the forest, will they lose their identity? Or can they embrace change while holding on to their roots? When we look at our fast-paced urban lives, it feels like the world is moving forward rapidly. But looking at the Korowai people raises a deeper question. In our pursuit of modernity, have we forgotten the true definition of a home? Is a home just four walls, or is it a place where we connect with nature and ourselves? The Korowai do not live in the heights just to hide from the world. They live there because that is where they find peace, security, and true freedom. Outro. So friends, that was today's video. Let us know how you liked it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. To watch interesting and informative videos regularly, subscribe to our channel right now. Thank you, everyone.